What happens when a nation faces decades of international sanctions, restricted access to advanced military equipment, and constant security challenges? For Iran, those conditions became the driving force behind one of the Middle East's most extensive domestic defense industries. Today, Iran is widely recognized for its expanding missile arsenal, growing drone capabilities, and increasingly sophisticated air defense network. These systems have influenced regional conflicts, altered military planning, and attracted attention from governments around the world. But how did Iran build this military technology ecosystem? What are its strengths? What are its limitations? And why does it matter on the global stage? Let's take an objective look at Iran's military technology and the strategic thinking behind it. For much of the last 4 decades, Iran has operated under varying levels of international sanctions. Those restrictions significantly limited its ability to purchase modern weapons from many foreign suppliers. Instead of relying heavily on imports, Iran invested in expanding its own defense manufacturing capabilities. Government-backed research organizations, universities, and domestic defense companies gradually developed missiles, drones, radar systems, electronic equipment, and other military technologies. Rather than attempting to match larger military powers' aircraft for aircraft or warship for warship, Iran emphasized systems that could be produced domestically and deployed in large numbers. This strategy shaped nearly every aspect of its modern military doctrine. Among Iran's most well-known military capabilities is its missile program. Over several decades, Iran has developed a wide variety of missile systems designed for different strategic purposes. These generally include short-range, medium-range, and longer-range ballistic missiles, along with various cruise missile designs. From a strategic perspective, missiles play an important role in deterrence. Rather than depending exclusively on advanced fighter aircraft, Iran has invested heavily in missile technology as one of its primary means of projecting military capability. According to publicly available assessments, newer missile designs incorporate improvements in navigation systems, manufacturing quality, and overall reliability compared with earlier generations. Although exact performance figures are often debated among defense analysts, there is broad agreement that Iran has steadily expanded both the quantity and diversity of its missile inventory. Modern missile development also involves continuous refinement of propulsion technologies, guidance methods, materials engineering, and production efficiency. These improvements reflect years of domestic research despite technological restrictions. For military planners across the region, Iran's missile force represents an important strategic consideration because it influences defense planning, air defense investments, and regional security calculations. Supporters describe these capabilities as a defensive deterrent intended to discourage potential attacks. Critics argue that continued missile development contributes to regional tensions and encourages neighboring countries to expand their own military capabilities. Regardless of perspective, Iran's missile program remains one of the country's most closely watched defense sectors. Another area where Iran has received significant international attention is unmanned aerial vehicles, commonly known as drones. In recent years, drones have become one of the most influential technologies in modern warfare. Compared with traditional combat aircraft, drones can often perform reconnaissance, surveillance, and certain strike-related missions at a lower financial cost while reducing risks to pilots. Iran has invested extensively in developing multiple categories of UAVs. Some are designed primarily for intelligence gathering and surveillance. Others focus on long-endurance missions capable of remaining airborne for extended periods. Public reporting has also discussed loitering munitions, which combine characteristics of drones and guided weapons. The growing importance of drones has changed military planning around the world. Conflicts in different regions have demonstrated how relatively inexpensive unmanned systems can influence battlefield awareness, logistics, and air defense operations. Iranian-designed drones have also become part of broader international discussions because various reports suggest that some systems or related technologies have appeared beyond Iran's borders. These developments have drawn increased attention from governments, defense analysts, and international organizations. Whether viewed as an affordable technological innovation or as a source of regional concern, drones have unquestionably become one of the defining features of Iran's defense industry. The rapid pace of UAV development also reflects a larger global trend. Nearly every major military power is investing heavily in unmanned technologies because they offer flexibility, scalability, and expanding technological potential. While missiles and drones often receive the most media attention, air defense remains another essential component of Iran's military strategy. Protecting military facilities, infrastructure, and strategic assets requires more than offensive capabilities. Effective defense depends on the ability to detect, identify, track, and respond to potential aerial threats. Iran has therefore invested in radar technology and layered air defense concepts. Layered defense means using multiple types of systems that complement one another rather than relying on a single defensive solution. Long-range surveillance radars may monitor large areas of airspace, while additional radar stations improve coverage and tracking. Various air defense platforms are intended to work together within an integrated network. Building such systems domestically presents significant engineering challenges. Developing reliable sensors, communication networks, radar technologies, and command structures requires substantial technical expertise and years of research. Defense analysts generally note that integrating different systems into a unified network is often more difficult than developing individual components. Nevertheless, Iran continues investing in indigenous research aimed at strengthening its defensive capabilities. As with many aspects of military technology, independent verification of specific performance claims can be difficult. For this reason, analysts typically compare official announcements with satellite imagery, open-source intelligence, and independent technical assessments. Looking ahead, military technology is evolving faster than ever before. Artificial intelligence is expected to influence everything from sensor analysis to autonomous decision support. Machine learning may improve target recognition, logistics management, and defensive coordination. Electronic warfare is becoming increasingly important as militaries seek to protect their own communications while disrupting those of potential adversaries. Future conflicts will likely involve not only physical equipment, but also competition across the electromagnetic spectrum. Autonomous systems are also expected to expand significantly. Instead of operating individual platforms independently, future defense concepts may involve coordinated networks of unmanned, aerial, ground, and maritime systems working together. Space-based technologies will continue playing a larger role as satellites provide communication, navigation, environmental monitoring, and intelligence support. Meanwhile, cyber capabilities remain another rapidly developing area. Modern military organizations increasingly rely on digital infrastructure, making cybersecurity an essential component of national defense. These technological trends are not unique to Iran. They represent broader changes shaping military modernization worldwide. Iran's military technology has evolved under unique political, economic, and strategic circumstances. Decades of sanctions encouraged domestic production, while regional security concerns influenced long-term investment in missiles, drones, radar systems, and air defense. Some analysts view these developments primarily through the lens of deterrence. Others emphasize their impact on regional stability and international security. Regardless of differing viewpoints, one fact remains clear. Military technology continues to evolve rapidly, and understanding it requires separating verified public information from speculation and misinformation. By examining these systems objectively, we gain a clearer picture of how modern defense technologies influence geopolitics, security policy, and international relations. If you enjoy a balanced analysis of military technology, global defense trends, and geopolitics, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your perspective, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next in-depth analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.